Hey there, Dale.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Well, I wish you didn't ask. My allergies are absolutely wrecking me. How are you?
Yes, and I just bought stock in Benadryl, so wise
You're
move on
welcome.
my part.
Yes, yes, absolutely smart. I will pay your dividends in that probably all by myself. But let's move away from something that's giving other people types of allergies. What's going on with the rates? We're at 6%, right?
Well, yes, we were about a week ago. As we've said, when reports come out, it's just like when a newspaper, I know newspapers old fashioned, I'm old fashioned, says today's rate is 6%. Well, that was yesterday's rate at best. So these reports, they are about a week behind. And when they come out next week, we're going to see that they're going to continue to go up a little bit. And it's because of the instability that we have right now.
Right, right. So, and keep in mind, 20%, all credit scores and discount points are included in this average. So we are definitely seeing it come up. I wouldn't be shocked to see about 6.25, maybe a little less next week when we do the market update. But
Yeah.
here are some of the market movers. Month over month inflation, actually quite a nice number. 0.3% month over month for February, which is a really good news item, except it did raise the year over year figures from 2.39 to 2.43%. And any rise in inflation figures is not really the greatest news for mortgage interest rates. But of course, let's put a little bit more on top of this. The bond auction is today. We're not going to get into it, but the U.S. mortgage bond market is directly in conflict with the U.S. bond market. And because they're both long term investments, when the bond market does well, the mortgage bond market does poorly, and vice versa. So, with that, mortgage bonds for the United States Treasury have been doing quite well. And then, of course, the big ticket news items. Iran is still controlling the Strait of Hormuz. We'll get more into that. But also, G7 and a lot of other European nations have agreed to release about 300 to 400 million barrels of oil, which sounds like a phenomenal amount. But really, that's only about a 15-day supply. And I don't know about you, Dale, but I don't know if it's possible to build up a new regime in Iran, start up oil production again, and then begin to ship it to the rest of the world in 15 days. And that's if we ended everything right now.
And we
Yeah.
send a million people there to rebuild stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
it's going to be a challenge.
Yeah. So that being said, why is this what's centering us around the Strait of Hormuz? Why is this an issue? Why are we stuck with such little oil?
Well, you got to remember that the Strait of Hormuz at its narrowest point is a little over 20 miles wide. And I don't know what the turning radius of a battleship is, but it's can't be too hard to control with only a few ships. And I think, not to get into military strategy and all that stuff, but the reality is if you control the Strait of Hormuz, you're going to control the oil flow. And that's exactly what's going on right now.
Right, and that's ultimately why things are going the way they are. And if we take a look at mortgage bonds, mortgage-backed securities, this chart, green and up is good, red and down is bad. We have had quite a slide down to the bad.
Yeah.
This all really started at the beginning of March when we had this Iran war breakout, and a lot of this is anticipation of rising inflation. Yes, we are all looking at our fuel pumps here in California. We're at $5 a gallon for the cheapest type of fuel in many, many places. But we still haven't seen the full reaching effects of inflation whenever fuel prices go up.
Right.
So, as time continues and fuel prices continue to go up, we are going to see mortgage interest rates increase as well. So,
Yeah.
keep that in mind. That being said, the lesson for realtors, the lesson for buyers, for those who want to refinance as well, you gotta jump on this gravy train now because it's already left the station and you gotta run as fast as you can to jump on the back and grab it. My gut tells me, Dale, and you tell me what your thought is. This train is going to keep moving.
It's definitely going to keep moving for a while. Uh, the slogan, all good things must come to an end, right? Well, all bad things must come to an end too. But I think for the near future, it's going to be another wild ride, especially with all the instability that we're dealing with right now.
Right, right. So that being said, we'll see you guys next week for the market update. Hopefully there's some better news on the horizon. If you have any buyers that have been shopping and they have their eye on a house, they need to get in contract today. They need to come to Homestead Mortgage so we can lock them in, take care of them, and then worry about the future. If you're refinancing, same exact situation. If there's any need or desire, the time to get off the fence is right now. Anyways, thank you so much for your time, Dale. I always appreciate it.
You betcha. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye now.